Jenna and Clarke wanted to thank everyone for sharing this moment with them. While this may be their special day, it's also a tribute to all of you. Those in person and via live stream are not only here to bear witness to the next step in Jenna and Clarke's journey, but each of you in your own way has been a part of the evolution of their love for one another. And both Jenna and Clarke treasure your love, guidance, and support. Having felt so honored that they asked me to officiate their wedding, I wanted to be sure that it was a customized ceremony. So in order to do that, I asked both Jenna and Clarke to answer questions about each other and not share their answers. So while I may be speaking, most of the words have come from them. As we are all aware, Jenna and Clarke have not had the most traditional dating life. However, having met in AA has given them a fortified foundation on which to build their relationship. Few couples experience the raw honesty and emotional vulnerability displayed in meetings. This provided them with the ability to see into each other's souls, giving them an advantage over other couples who are still hiding behind their faults. When I asked them, what drew you to each other? Clarke said, we met at a meeting and I could not stop staring at her. I thought she was so pretty. His attraction continued to grow with each new team shirt that Jenna wore to the meetings. Jenna said for her, it was Clarke's infectious laugh. She describes it as being the most childlike, wishful laugh. You'd have to hear it to understand that description. Fortunately, most of us have had the pleasure. Her attraction continued to grow because of his super friendly demeanor and the fact that Clarke goes out of his way to help anyone in need. In an effort to draw Jenna closer, Clarke threw a barbecue at this house for about 20 people just as an excuse to invite her over. Thankfully, she came. She recalled how attentive Clarke was to all of his guests, but more importantly, she loved the fact that they could watch football without talking. As we all know, Jenna takes her sports very seriously. When asking, how did you know that the other was the one, Jenna said that she distinctly remembers this time when Clarke came home from work after working a double shift, and the first thing that he did was greet all the animals. And then he started running around the house with Bentley on his back. Jenna remembers actually thinking to herself in that moment that this guy is never in a bad mood, not ever. More importantly, he supports me more than I knew was possible, and she knew he was going to be a great dad someday. She was hoping that moment would last forever. Clarke knew Jenna was the one after witnessing her intense level of perseverance. With all Jenna has been through in her life, she is always striving to work harder, be better, and create a better life. Each of these two having overcome some big-time obstacles, they have always supported each other. Clarke recalls when he lost his job, and he was so grateful that Jenna never questioned if he was going to find another one. Instead, she was there beside him, supporting him the entire time. Jenna credits Clarke with her finding herself. She says that his support during periods of extreme growth actually allowed her to flourish as an individual. She feels that Clarke is wise beyond his years. She bases that on his ability to balance giving her a gentle nudge without causing a terrible failure and still allow for a lesson to be learned. Jenna didn't think that that existed in real life. When I asked each of them what they felt when they look at each other, Clarke responded, I feel lucky having found her, and I also feel comfort in knowing that no matter what we go through, we will not only get through it, we will be better for it. Jenna looks at Clarke, and in a word, she feels saved. At times, she looks at him and has to blink to make sure he's real. When she wakes up in the middle of the night and sees him, she silently thanks God because he is literally her best friend. In asking each of them what they do to help the other get through the rough days, Jenna says Clarke does whatever it takes. He goes to any length to ensure happiness in my life. Clarke says that he genuinely appreciates Jenna listening to his complaining, and she knows when to offer advice and when to just listen. When given them the task of choosing 5 adjectives to describe the other, Clarke gives me the more traditional response. He describes Jenna as happy, motivated, loyal, caring, and hardworking. He highlights his favorite character trait as her perseverance. So when I ask Jenna, she responds with, he's the freaking man. Then she thinks the better of it and assembles her H-themed response. She says that Clarke is happy, humble, hardworking, hilarious, and honest. And I agree. These two have shared many memorable moments in their relationship. Some of Clarke's favorites were the 5 a.m. coffee before the morning meeting, their trip to St. Louis to meet Jenna's family, and their early morning trip to the beach to watch the sunrise. Her most memorable moments are their nightly walks with Lucy. Jenna loves Clarke's gentlemanly way in that he always keeps her on the inside of the sidewalk. He opens the car door for her, and he always says, "I love you," and kisses her goodbye every morning, even if she's asleep. When asked how the other expresses their love for you, Clarke says, "Jenna makes sure that I'm always taken care of and that we have everything that we need." Jenna says, "Clarke shows up every day. He understands my love language and goes along with whatever will brighten my day." She remarked that he makes the best presents, from signs with hanging flowers to painted daylilies, and he even throws in a couple of chocolate-covered strawberries from time to time. The theme throughout their relationship has obviously been one of unconditional love, genuine support, and true friendship. Jenna's aunt once shared with her what made her relationship so great, and the answer was simple. Her uncle literally made every day better. Standing here before us are two people who have already found that in each other. So let's make it official. Clarke, if you will repeat after me.
Okay.
I, Clarke, take you, Jenna, to be my wedded wife.
I, Clarke, take you, Jenna, to be my wedded wife.
I promise to always love, honor, and respect you.
I promise to always love, honor, and respect you.
I will openly listen and honestly speak whenever either of us is troubled.
Say that
Good.
again.
I will openly listen and honestly speak
I will openly listen and honestly speak
whenever either of us is troubled.
whenever either of us are troubled.
I will be your best friend,
I will be your best friend,
and I will strive to be worthy of your friendship.
and I will strive to be worthy of your friendship.
I will laugh, cry, and dream with you,
I will laugh, cry, and dream with you.
and face together with optimism and confidence.
And say that again.
I will face together with optimism and confidence
And face together with optimism and confidence
to resolve whatever life may have destined for us.
to resolve whatever life may have destined for us.
These things I promise as long as we both shall live.
These things I promise as long as we both shall live.
Now, Jenna, if you would repeat after me. I, Jenna, take you, Clarke, to be my wedded husband.
I, Jenna, take you, Clarke, to be my wedded husband.
I promise to always love, honor, and respect you.
I promise to always love, honor, and respect you.
I will openly listen and honestly speak
I will openly listen and honestly speak
whenever either of us is troubled.
whenever either of us is troubled.
I will be your best friends, and I will strive to be worthy of your friendship.
I will be your best friend, and I will strive to be worthy of your friendship.
I will laugh, cry, and dream with you,
I will laugh, cry, and dream with you,
and face together with optimism and confidence
and face together with optimism and confidence
to resolve whatever life may have destined for us.
to resolve whatever life may have destined for us.
These things I promise as long as we both shall live.
These things I promise as long as we both shall live.
Michelle, will you bring up the rings, please? Thank you. Clarke, a ring is a symbol of wholeness, perfection, and unity. Your rings have no beginning and no ends. They are tokens of a growing and evolving relationship, which we are here to celebrate and confirm. Clarke, as you place this ring on Jenna's hand, please repeat after me. With this ring, I thee wed.
I be wed.
Okay, Jenna, if you would return the favor and repeat after me. With this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed.
Today, you will go forth as husband and wife, face as one all of what life brings, and never stop experiencing and learning from each other. However, let there be spaces in your togetherness. Find joy in all that you have in common, but give the other room to pursue and realize what is unique to them. So today, go in peace as two, yet one. Help each other through all the challenges of life and encourage each other to embrace all the joys of life and of people. May your unity last through your life together, through the trials and triumphs that lie ahead, so that in the end, you may feel just as you do in this moment, to be in love and married. Clarke, you may kiss your bride. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, I would like to introduce Mr. and Mrs. Stressing. Clarke, would you like to dance with your bride?
We're dancing, right?
Yep.
So I'll take that.
Okay.
Grandma and Grandpa painted a picture of 65 years in one little house. More than a memory, more than saying I do. Kiss you good nights and I love yous. Me and you, baby, will walk in the footsteps and build our own family one day at a time. 10 little toes, a painted pink room. Our beautiful baby looks just like you, and we'll build this love from the ground up. Now till forever, it's all of me, all of you. Just take my hand, and I'll be the man your dad hoped that I'd be, and we'll build this love from the ground up. For worse or for better, and I will be all you need. Beside you, I'll stand through the good and the bad. We'll give all that we have, and we'll build this love from the ground up. This life will go by in the blink of an eye, but I wouldn't want to stand it without you by my side. The clouds are gonna roll, the earth's gonna shake, but I'll be a shelter through the wind and the rain, and we'll build this love from the ground up. Now till forever, it's all of me, all of you. Just take my hand, and I'll be the man your dad hoped that I'd be, and we'll build this love from the ground up. For worse or for better, and I will be all you need. Beside you, I'll stand through the good and the bad. We'll give all that we have, and we'll build this love from the ground up.
You guys for celebrating our COVID wedding with us. We love you so much, and we're so glad you're here. And obviously everybody here, but we love you at home. Thank you. We're gonna eat now.